So it's the same roll as the last time I tried to track something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which is to say it's all twos. I
Ah,
just don't have the benefit of the D4 at all. So that's a 3.
awesome. Um, you walk into the room that has the giant shell. And hey, look, Josiah and Kay are there.
Oh,
Oh, tight.
Ben,
Oh,
there you are.
hello.
Hey, I've got like 15 paralyzed eyes in this bag. And don't bother with cell phones, they're fucked.
I mean, you know how reception is down here. Surprised you're able to get anything. Paralyzed eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're inside this, like, just goes over and opens the bag so you can see all of the paralyzed eyes.
Yep, they are paralyzed and unable to move.
The hell happened to them?
Your eye like
I
jumps
don't
off.
know, but whatever's messing with the
Your eye jumps off, Kay, and starts tapping it, and is visibly upset.
Yeah. She'll pick up the eye again. It's like, I'm sorry. Do you
I've never seen this before.
what's what's wrong with them?
I don't know. I can't feel them. I can't reach them. I can't talk to them.
Do you have any idea what number they are?
No,
Not good.
I can't. I'm not connected to them.
Would bringing them back to Snasher help at all?
Maybe, but I don't think she'd appreciate you
No,
going there again.
no. I mean, that'd be the last thing we of this plan is to go to the Snatcher with the eyes. So hopefully, I mean, should we just we'll take them with us, right? We'll just kind of look to defend. Also, like just take them with us and hope for the best. Just kind of wing it.
Yeah, we got him in a bag. Hey, do do you guys see other realities? Is that within the purview of the folks that we're dealing with here?
When we are together, we see a lot of things.
Oh boy. That's a terrible answer. Are you intentionally being obtuse, or does that feel like a satisfactory answer from your position?
What do you mean by being obtuse?
Just gonna roll a fucking sense motive on this thing. Fair enough. Okay.
Lie.
No,
I
I
mean,
trust this eye to not lie to me.
I am not lying. No. I mean, there is a lot of things we see when we're together.
Hmm. Right, but like I can I can walk from this end of the labyrinth to the other end of the labyrinth. It's and like I can take a plane to get back to shoot, what city's the librarian again?
Inarismal.
Yeah, it's a generic small. And so like we're on the same plane. I don't need to like employ magic or something to get between them. Would you see things that are not necessarily in relation to each other in that way?
I'm not sure I understand. We see what we see.
Okay, fair enough. Um, so I think Snasher sees in an interdimensionally between realities, and that's also going a little strange.
Huh. That's where'd you come up with that one?
Oh, I tried to call somebody and they didn't know where Muckton was.
Hmm. Okay. So where does that leave us when?
Long ways from Muckton.
Hmm.
Um,
Elise, question. What are you doing right now?
Wandering the labyrinth with this eye who said it could find the others. I'm really hoping that it's telling the truth and is not like the previous eyes we were with that said they could and they couldn't.
Okay, perfect. This healed eye that you have healed is actually leading you to different hmm, like areas that have people and other eyes in it. It's actually been very successful. And you have now collected maybe about because some of them have found each other. So you may have gotten about like 10 people now.
Nice. Since I know the other ones are also finding people and being successful, we're gonna have this labyrinth clear in no time. But yeah, she's Elise is very much using uh, her performer air to keep people together and entertained and get people to follow her.
Okay. Um you end up leading them to the area that has a giant shell. And look, there's three of your friends with a bag full of paralyzed eye. And you do see Elise walking in with at least 10 people and 10 eyes.
She kind of waves and looks around. Did you already bring people outside the labyrinth, or
oh,
Um.
no, these were
No.
all paralyzed. Oh, hey, there might be a monster in here that's paralyzing eyes and dragging him into a big pile. I maybe should have led with that.
oh, that's not good.
Well, that means we got to get these
No,
people
no, that's
out
not good.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means we got to get this out. Hey, we've got somebody who's really good at getting out of here. Looks at Josiah.
All you had to mention was the monster that paralyzes people, and I, and presumably the rest of you, are out. So, are we leaving now?
Take
I
Would be preferable. These are
preferably we have like 10 people.
civilians.
Yeah. We should probably
Great,
yeah.
great, let's go.
Perfect. And Josiah, are you just letting Josiah go by himself with these people?
Gang, how do you feel about staying behind and blowing the big conch?
It's just asking to be blown.
I should call him. Yeah.
All right.
And we do have these little fellows to get us out if we need to. They want and
True. This one's connected to people.
mhm.
You can find the
Wait,
others.
that one's connected?
Yeah.
Yes. I
Oh, sick.
healed him.
Healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing to read in there. Just
and
healed them and they can connect with people now.
can you do anything with the ones in the bag, or is
I
that a little
I
bit
can
outside what you're able
try.
to do?
Yeah.
I can
I'll give it a good
try.
try. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You do try on these bag of paralyzed eyes, and your magic goes out, but it feels like the eyes just suck them in and nothing happens.
Hmm.
Beats.
Yeah, she sits there kind of on her knees, whistling a low tune, and the air that has been circling around each of you kind of leaves you for a moment, circles around her, and then kind of as that fails, returns back to where it's been circling around your head and your clothes. Guess not. Um, Kind of seeing the edges of my training. Should have stayed with my uncle a little longer, I think.
The eye that is connected. looks at you, Elise, and says, "They are not in there. There is
Not
nothing to heal."
not in there?
Yes, there is nothing to heal
Are
because
they
they're
are
not.
they dead?
We are not. We do not die. Technically, Snasher
Uh,
lives, and therefore we live. Those eyes are not there.
Elise looks back up at the other two with a very worried look on her face. Um, so my friend here says that my magic is failing because they're not in there. I don't think it's just paralyzing them.
Hmm.
So we're
Starting to
dealing with
regret staying in
something.
here.
Well, we still need to get the rest of them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And we
do have
still need to stop
10
the
very.
screaming.
You do have 10 very living eyes, with you, at least because of the 10 people that you found. So there's at least 10. Um, you know.
It's a nice little group of eyes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's
Look at
something down here. We have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to deal with it. Those of you whose people have exited, can you go back to Snasher by any chance? Help them be a little stronger?
Josiah led them out already. Josiah, are you out? Have you started walking out with them?
I think he was basically as soon as they were like, take these people and leave, he was starting to go.
Awesome.
So
As soon as those guys, as soon as Josiah and this group of people step out of the labyrinth, the minute they do, the Snasher eyes that are still with you, start disappearing. And you can only hope that they go back to Snasher, but they do start disappearing.
You keep saying that.
I mean, feels like that's what's happening.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well, I think they've gone back at least. If we're gonna blow the shell, I guess go ahead and do it, Fen. But there's something in here that I think
Uh,
is far more dangerous than we thought.
yeah. All right. Well, keep an eye out. Maybe we'll draw the attention of whatever's been killing the eyes,
Well, all right, go ahead, do it.
and I'm gonna blow the conch.
Can you roll a lure for me, please?
Sure can. Uh, well, that's a 5.
You blow it.
I rolled 2 2s again.
You blow it, and the eye that's with you, the song that comes out is loud, but it only fills the room. And you see that the eyes that are with you now, that are still with you, are enjoying it, coming closer to the shell. But it only reaches the room.
I think you need a performer's lungs to do any better than that. Mind if I give it a try?
Go for it.
All right, roll for a lure.
Badly. My background there is the nuances of crowd control because she's a performer. Is
Perfect.
that
Yeah, you can add
awesome?
that because you're.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, you can add that based on what I'm gonna try to do. If you're
Okay. Oh, that is very good. 14 total.
perfect. As you blow into the shell, the song that comes out of it becomes louder and louder and louder, and it travels. Maybe it's the wind that's on you, that your wind magic as well, but it takes it to everywhere throughout the labyrinth. The eyes that surround the other people find themselves drawn into that room, and they start coming and coming, and more people. Oop, it's okay. More and more people. Uh, just making sure. There we go. I'll fix that later. Hi. More and more people start coming in into into the shell, and into the room with the shell. Josiah, on your way out, you're able to hear this song, and the song has now reached outside of the labyrinth. And honestly, I feel like that's a good place to end this episode, with the song that is playing everywhere. It's playing outside the labyrinth, it's playing inside the labyrinth, and it is drawing the eyes to come into that room. And hey, that's a
Here
great
we
episode.
go.
Dang.
By the way, Josiah, as you step out,
Hmm.
I am curious, what do you do with after the rest of the people have gone out?
I think Josiah will like see that like he has done an amount of work, gotten people out. That's the thing he said he was gonna do. Um, and now they're doing something a little bit weirder and a little haha above his pay grade, so to speak. Um, I think he will, make sure everyone is sorted out, is comfortable, usher everybody away from the entrance of the labyrinth, maybe in the direction of the store where they can maybe get some like food or snacks or something. Um, but when that's done, I think he'll head back to the stable. There's business to be done, work to do, and maybe he'll wait around for them to come out because this is clearly a little bit above what he signed up for or was signed up for. I think is probably more accurate.
Interesting. Perfect.
Hey, Josiah, don't work too hard. It's bad for your knees.
As the music starts
Classic.
playing outside the labyrinth, and as the eyes start coming more and more into that room, Snasher and her screams get quieter, but it's still there. Thank you for watching the third episode of From the Library. Again, thank you to John here for showing up and being our first guest star. Hopefully, this is not the last we will see of Josiah Williams. Hopefully, we will have.
I hope it is for everyone's sake, but like I'll come back whenever.
I feel like we'll have plenty of more things to do with Josiah. Anyway, um this has been a wonderful time. Let's go ahead and reintroduce everybody as we're leaving, and just say who you are, where we can find you, things that you're up to. Let's start from Elise, or played by Anna. Hey, Anna.
Hello, I am Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny, most places on the internet. I'm a queer and trans advocate, museum worker, and TTRPG performer, producer, and podcaster. You can find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun, and most other social media, including Instagram and Blue Sky at Archival Dust Bunny. As far as where to find me, I'm going to go through it quickly because my voice is tired and I stream a lot of places. Monday nights over on the GR Crew, you can find Tears of the Rose, our ongoing Blue Rose campaign. I play an alleged reformed pirate. It's anybody's guess which part of that is alleged. Yeah, lots of fun. Great cast with that. We're only a couple episodes in, so it's a great time to jump in with that. Starting on the 10th over on Lost Caravan, we have a mini series of Cottages and Cerberus, which just finished a very successful Kickstarter. So come and catch that through the month of January. Thursdays, of course, I'm here every other Saturday. You can find me on Lost Caravan again with Fatal Ascension, our Fabula Ultima campaign. We are kind of in the final arc of season 1, but it's still great time to jump in. I play Cadence, the Time Assassin. She is exactly what it says on the label. I get to mess with time and stab things. Glies is in that game as well. Our characters are possibly romantically entwined. You'll have to come and watch and find out. It's a lot of fun. um, Sundays once a month, you can find me on Thorny Dryad's channel with You Force Inheritance, our Masks actual play. I play a protege with far too much responsibility on her shoulders. We have an amazing cast of characters and cast over there. And of course, if you like magical girls and queer narratives and finding hope again after devastating loss, check out Bloom and Blight, a Girl by Moonlight actual play podcast. We just released part 1 of our holiday special featuring Black Girl Mage Lexi as guest director, and our normal director playing Lily, Bloom's leader, who is not in season 1 of Bloom and Blight. If you've listened to any of the show, you know why. But yeah, you can find us anywhere you normally get your podcast and on all social media at Bloom and Blight. And for episode transcripts and cast and character information and a link to our brand new community Discord server, check out bloomandblight.com.
Next is Zad.
Hey, my name is Zad Kiovaski. Been playing Fen. You can find me on Twitter and also Blue Sky at Zadkiel in Green, Zadkiel in Green, both of those places. And I am the creative coordinator for the Game Woven podcast, collaborative storytelling collective, building a world one game at a time. We are currently running our God's Potluck series, and presently the most recent episode is maybe the current arc is one of the most personal ones to me, one of my personal favorites. Liza and I recorded it about 2 people who were assigned to go and make a new god, and the way that that plays out. Third part comes out on Monday for that, and I'm, I'm excited for that one to be out in the world. But yeah, I just love to, if you are interested in a formal experiment in actual play where we play a bunch of one shots of small games in order to make a and to tell stories in a new fantasy world. I would definitely love it if you'd go and give one shot a listen. So I think that's what I've got at the moment. Not what I'm going to have necessarily in weeks following, but we shall wait until those announcements are made.
Awesome. And hey, Lynn, welcome back.
Oh, yeah, good to be back. Everyone, I'm Lynn. Gremlin art pretty much everywhere on the socials. You can find my art and what I am doing. And next time you can catch me on Saturday on Wandering DM for Birth New Gods, a Scion campaign where we are trying to get out of the underworld, and I get to play a little Kitsune godling. It's fun, and yeah, that's much it.
Yay! And our guest star, thank you. Why don't you tell the people where they can find you and what you're doing?
Hello, I am Rymasa. You can find me on the ex Bluebird Hell site Twitter at Rymasa RY0MASA. I am not doing a lot right now, actually. There's a lot of stuff that's in progress that I can't talk about. So like, yeah. But the one thing I can talk about, in terms, because most of that's the production stuff, but the one thing I can talk about is if you are a fan of Pathfinder Second Edition, check out Howl of the Wild, a book that is basically just a huge bestiary of all sorts of beast-related things and options. I was a writer on that one, along with a team of really fantastic people, and I hope you check it out. It's not out yet, but there's a bunch of cool previews on the Paizo website, so might be worth a while.
And hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them, and you're already on my channel. I do a lot of things on the internet, but right now, I want to take this time to ask of every single one watching now in the future, to call for a ceasefire and to stop the genocide of the Palestinian people. Call your reps, send letters, faxes, text message, protest, educate yourself by going to decolonizepalestine.com, but mostly just bring the truth of what's happening to the public. Witness for yourself and show what's happening right now in Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And that is it for tonight. I hope you watch this little outro video that I made.
A little bit later, having shepherded the people he was very, very hastily put in charge of to various different parts of the stables to sit, relax, wait for help, maybe get reconnected with people. Josiah Williams goes into the back office of the stables, takes a seat in a fairly plain wooden chair, closes his eyes. Somewhere else, at the exact same moment, someone else opens their eyes. Well, they were interesting. A bit premature in ending that little venture, but sometimes we can only do what we can. There is another figure who sits up, this time not in that plain wooden chair, but in one made of stone with some ornate carving around it, but covered in dust and faded like it's old and broken. The room they are in is dark and cracked and a little open to the elements, but that doesn't seem to bother them. And they smile softly to themselves through sort of tan, wrinkled skin and say, well, I suppose we'll have to look into more things now.
Good night, everyone.